What's up, what's up, what's up? Here's a fun video for you. We are flying in Courchevel, France. This is at the Courchevel ski resort. Flying in the new flight simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator. If you haven't had a chance to check this simulator out, I highly recommend it. It is so awesome.
500.
Anyways, this is a very difficult runway. There's only one way you can approach it. So this is my first attempt trying this landing. And a fail the very first time. Alright, so keep in mind this is my first time ever flying this airport. My very first attempt, I just took off, didn't pay attention to altitude or anything like that, even slope of the runway or anything. Figured I'd just line it up and try in my landing. So obviously my first attempt failed. I came in and approached way too low because I wasn't really sure what the altitude of the actual runway was. Came in way too low, too slow. All sorts of things. So my second attempt, I start out a little bit higher. Now I know what my altitude is of the runway, which is about 6,477 feet above sea level. So this is my second attempt. As I'm coming in, I'm keeping my altitude good, my rate of descent, coming in with two flaps, or 2 notches of flaps, and you can see my airspeed is about between 65 and 70 knots, which is a good approach speed for a normal runway, right? So I'm getting lined up, feeling pretty good about things right now.
500.
And that, under normal circumstances, would be a perfect landing. Landed right on the lines, stalled just before I touched down. However, this is not a normal runway. And as you can see, I have a very large slope to get up to the other side of the runway, to the end of the runway, for the parking and whatnot. So I did not account for that. And the slope is too large, and as you can see, my airplane just does not have the power to get up this slope. So after a couple of attempts to trying to get up to it, I realized I'm not going to be able to get up it. So I decided to go ahead and put in 2 notches of flaps, full power, get up as far as I can, turn around and just head down and take off again, and we're going to try another landing. Problem on the landing. The angle of that slope surely helps you get up to speed to where you can safely take off. And we turn it around, line it up, and let's do it again. This time I'm coming in with no flaps whatsoever. I'm going to keep my airspeed up. You can see I'm going to keep it up to around 85 knots. I'll hold that speed pretty close to the full way until touchdown. Everything's looking good.
500.
Give it a little bit of throttle at the end here to kind of get my speed up a little bit just before I touch down. perfect touchdown with enough momentum to roll on up the runway and get to the end of the runway to turn around and do it all over again. Notice there was another airplane waiting to take off. I don't know if that's AI airplane or if that's another Microsoft Flight Simulator player. So we get lined up behind him and we'll take off right when he takes off. Couple of notes on this flight simulator. I am running at a 2K resolution, 1440 resolution. My graphic settings are set to high end. And with these settings, even if I were to set the settings at mid,
don't sink, don't sink, don't sink,
the simulation just looks beautiful.
don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't
I don't
sink.
have a flight yoke at the moment. I'm just flying with a joystick. Rudder controls are also handled by the joystick. I don't have any pedals at the moment. Next time I fly this area, I'm going to go ahead and turn the weather over to winter season, so that way I see some snow-capped mountains.
Lima Foxtrot, Lima Juliet, traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha 2 miles northeast, 7,000 feet inbound to land runway 22.
So I'm lined up here again for my last attempt. You notice this time I'm carrying a little bit more speed.
Lima Foxtrot, Lima Juliet, traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha is on final runway 22 to land.
So I'm going to carry about 90 knots or so into the touchdown. Once again, I'm descending with no flaps.
500,
And the key to this runway landing is sticking the landing about midway up the slope. So that way you have plenty of momentum to carry you on up to the top of the runway. That landing was a little bit harder. I was carrying a little bit more speed on the landing this time. And I guess I should have started applying the brakes a little bit earlier, but I got it stopped before I ran into the van. Yeah, this is a really fun runway to land on. Definitely test your skills. It's a good way to hone in those landing skills. It'll be a little bit more smooth and whatnot whenever I get a yoke and some pedals. See, a joystick is a little bit notchy and whatnot, but still a lot of fun. So anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Have a little bit of a look around in the area. Definitely recommend going out and trying this Microsoft Flight Simulator if you're an avid flight pilot and you like flying. Go check it out. Take care.